grandparents are like my grandparents. They're unbelievable people. I love them to death. And like, I don't know if they're gonna be here. They usually do go. Oh, yep, there they are. They're nope, that's not them. Never mind. They actually live in Fairview, so they should be here. They travel all the way out to Goodwell for their games, so they should come to this one. I would think. Okay. So if you see me give this ginormous bear hug to someone, that's what's going on. I'm not being attacked. Do not save my life. I'm giving you a DNR. Do not resuscitate me. Because if I'm killed by Richard and Kathleen Duffy, that's how I want to go out. You know, it's like getting a wrong order from Chick-fil-A. Don't even question it, just go with it because it's what God wants. You know, yeah.
The part of the High Plains, the Balko Lady Bison are on the air. You're listening to Balko Lady Bison basketball live from the Echo Dome here in Timberlake, Oklahoma for this fourth round matchup between the number 18 ranked Balko Lady Bison and the Goodwell Lady Eagles. Balko coming into tonight's game off of a loss to number 10 ranked O'Keene, 44-31. Again, that was much closer than the score would indicate. Goodwell coming in off of a win in their last round. And so these two teams are going to duel it out. It is now single elimination from here on out. Winner remains in the playoffs and their season continues. The loser of the season goes, their team goes home and their season is over. So this is a very important game for both teams. I was looking at the roster from Goodwell. They are a very, very young team. They have no seniors on their squad, one junior, and the remainder of their squad, the residue of their squad, are all sophomores and freshmen. And so this is a very, very young Goodwell team that in a couple of years is going to be extremely talented. This is going to be a team that's going to be challenging for a state championship in a couple seasons. Balko, you know what you get coming in. Not very many players, but they're very talented, very good. They're going to be shooting all night long. They're going to be defending all night long, and they're going to give you everything that they have all night long. It should be a very, very good matchup between these two teams, between the Balko Lady Bison and the Goodwell Lady Eagles. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup, the keys to victory, and the national anthem and the tip-off for tonight's game. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma, and the Echo Dome for this fourth round OSSAA Class B women's playoff matchup between the Balko, the number 18 ranked Balko Lady Bison, and the Goodwell Lady Eagles. They're about to do the national anthem in arena, so we'll go ahead and put the microphone on them. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. And the tip-off for this game between Balko and Goodwell, Balko Lady Bison basketball, will continue in a moment.
Public service message from Fairview High School and the OSSAA. And now, Fairview High School senior Allie Milligan, and I'll sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early rise, what so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were silken lances streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the sky that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, now for the starting lineup for today's game. First, for the Goodwell Lady Eagles, who come into tonight's game with a record of 10 wins and 13 losses on the season. Sophomore number 3, Gracie Langford. Sophomore number 4, Malin Avila. Sophomore number 14, Channing Duffy. Freshman number 24, Macy Strain. And freshman number 32, Haley White. The Lady Eagles are coached by Tony Taylor. Now for the Balko Lady Bison, coming into tonight's game with a record of 14 wins and 8 losses on the season. Junior number 5, Sawyer Stockton. Senior number 11, Carolyn Olvera. Junior number 14, Maylee Wirtz. Sophomore number 15, Emily Treneman. Sophomore number 24, Aspen Freeman. The Lady Bison are coached by Brittany Johnson. They're doing the lineups in arena right now. Balko is meeting on the the Fairview logo right now, heading back to their bench, and they're about to do the Goodwell lineups. Balko is going to need to dictate pace in this game. They're going to need to make sure that they avoid foul trouble. They're going to need to make sure that they press defensively. They're going to need to make sure that they press offensively. And they're going to have to force this very young team into a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes. If Balko can do that, they will win this game, and they should do it fairly comfortably. However, this Goodwell team has made their way to the fourth round of the playoff, and that's no small feat. And so this young team is dangerous. They're capable of winning this game. So Balko's made their way onto the floor. Goodwell's about to make their way onto the floor. Do want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Lady Bison basketball here on the Balko Bison Sports Network. My name is David Vaughn. I'll be your host for the next couple hours. Very pleasant Good evening to you all, wherever you may be. Balko's in their road black uniforms with maroon lettering and white trim. They'll be going from right to left across your screen. Goodwell in their home white uniforms with purple lettering and trim, and they'll be going from left to right across your screen. Channing Duffy set to jump for Goodwell, and Sawyer Stockton to jump for Balko. It's Balko, it's Goodwell. It's going on right now on the Balko Bison Sports Network. The tip is controlled by Goodwell, and the Lady Eagles have the ball. Gracie Langford bringing it across the midcourt stripe, passing over to Malin Avila on the far side. Back to Langford in the corner, driving in now, passing out of a double team over to Avila. Avila finds Macy Strain, back to Avila now between the circles. Driving in, being guarded by Olvera, handing it off to Strain. Strain passing it off now to Gracie Langford. Langford in the paint, turn around. Oh no, thought she was going to shoot it, instead she passed it. Channing Duffy driving in, giving it off to Malin Avila. Avila has to move on the corner, giving it back to Duffy. Duffy driving baseline, the 12-foot jumper is no good. Off of Maley works his hand, she gets the rebound. A lot of contact in the backcourt, no call. Into the front court, Sawyer Stockton has it. The free throw line extended on the far side, giving it off now to Emily Trenum. Trenum with the ball over to Works. Works to Olvera, now in front of the Goodwell student section. Olvera with the ball being guarded by Avila. Passing cross court to Stockton. Stockton thought about the jumper, opted not to take, giving back to Trenum over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman driving in across the face over to Works. Wide open three-pointer off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Gracie Langford. Come back the other way now are the Eagles. 6:53 to go here in the first quarter, no score. Langford getting the instructions for Coach Taylor, walking across the midcourt stripe, passes over to Avila on the near side, back to Langford. Being met out there by Trenum, giving it off now to Macy Strain. Strain over to Duffy, Duffy with the ball, back to Avila now, back to Duffy between the circles, being guarded by Works. Pass deflected and stolen by Olvera. As she dribbles it out of bounds, it'll be a turnover in Goodwell basketball. Olvera was off balance. She never really did gain her balance from the deflected pass, and she fell out of bounds and the ball went with her. It'll be Goodwell basketball inbounding from the scorer's table on the near side. Inbound goes to Malin Avila. Handing it back to Langford in the backcourt, and she'll walk it across the midcourt stripe. Utilizing the Duffy screen, giving the ball off to Macy Strain. Strain driving across the face over to the near side. Avila with it. High dribble, giving it back now to Haley White. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 6:14 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma. No score here, just over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Goodwell to inbound on the far sideline. 6:14 remaining here in the quarter. Avila with the ball. Inbound goes to Langford. Langford has it now between the circles. She has the ball met out there by Emily Trenum. Utilizing the Haley White screen. Avila has it now. We have a blocking foul, or an offensive foul. Foul's going to be on Channing Duffy. That'll be her first personal foul, first team foul. So offensive foul away from the ball, and that's something that will drive any coach, to include Coach Taylor, absolutely nuts. Olvera walking across the timeline with 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Olvera has the ball, handing it off to Maley Works. Works between the circle, has the ball being guarded by Haley White. Over to Sawyer Stockton. Stockton has the ball, top of the key, driving in, passing over to Emily Trenum. Trenum thought about the jumper pass off to Olvera for three. Off the back iron, no good, rebound. And we have a foul on, a loose ball foul on Maley Works. Correction, foul's going to be on Emily Trenum. That'll be her first personal foul. First team foul for Balko. 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Inbound goes to Gracie Langford, and Langford will walk it slowly up the court. Being very cautiously guarded by Emily Trenum. Langford crossover dribble. Utilizes the wide screen, giving it off to Duffy. Duffy free throw line jumper is no good, misses everything, out of bounds. And it'll be Balko basketball. 5:26 to go here in the quarter. Subbing into the game for Goodwell will be Emery Gray, and Channing Duffy will have a seat. Duffy looking visibly upset as she heads to the bench. Carolyn Olvera with the ball. She'll walk it across the midcourt stripe. 1-3-1 zone being employed by Goodwell. Olvera has it, utilizes the Freeman screen, driving in over a double team, passes over to Freeman. Freeman to Works for three, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Avila. Goodwell coming back the other way. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter, still no score from Fairview, Oklahoma. I want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Lady Bison Basketball. If you are listening, let us know where you're listening from. Leave us a message on Facebook at the Balko Bison Sports Network or on Twitter at Balko Sports. Let us know where you're listening from, who you're rooting for. We'll read your message out loud on the air. We love talking to people. Emery Gray with the ball driving in, loses it, and it's stolen. Sawyer Stockton with it. Numbers back defensively for Goodwell. And we have an offensive foul called on Sawyer Stockton. That'll be her first personal foul. And that was one that you could see coming from a mile away. Coming into the game now will be Channing Duffy and Haley White will have a seat. When Stockton had the ball at midcourt, it looked like there was going to be a charge at the end of that play. Avila with the ball, bringing it diagonally across the timeline toward the near side, being guarded by Olvera. Passing over to Gracie Langford. Langford over to Channing Duffy. Duffy has the ball at the free throw line extended, passing now between the circles to Emery Gray. Gray's bounce pass to Avila. Avila has the ball over to the near side, back to Avila. Now up to the top of the key, reversing course over to Duffy on the far side, has the ball driving in. Back to Gracie Langford. Down to the block, and the Panther turnaround jumper over Freeman is no good, rebounded by Sawyer Stockton. Balko wanting to run, numbers back defensively for Goodwell. Emily Trenum with the ball, thought about it, opted not to take it. Passes over now. Olvera has it to Wirtz. Wirtz driving in the paint, loses control. Tie ball, possession arrow favors Balko. It'll be Lady Bison basketball. And we've got a player down for Goodwell. Ooh, she hit the ground hard. She lost a tooth, did Emery Gray. So she's going to go into the locker room. They're going to treat her, and she'll come back out. 3:53 to go here in the quarter. Still no score halfway through the first quarter. Olvera looking to inbound, does so to Freeman. Freeman back to Olvera. Olvera thought about the jumper. Threw a double team off the bottom of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Gracie Langford. Come back the other way now is Goodwell. Physical play. The referee's letting them play. Not much falling offensively. I can't imagine either coach is going to be too terribly thrilled with this. Langford crossover dribble now, has the ball driving in on Caden Sager, who's in the game. The 13-foot jumper's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Stockton. Stockton has to come back the other way now for Balko. Driving into the front court over to Freeman. Freeman, three-pointer. Bang! Three-point basket, good. For Aspen Freeman, that's her first points of the game. The game's first points, and it's 3-0 Balko with 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. Gracie Langford walking it across the midcourt stripe, being guarded by Caden Sager. Utilizing the wide screen, has the ball at the top of the key, picks up a dribble, passing over to Malin Avila. Avila over to Strain, Strain driving in, giving it off to Duffy, Duffy giving it off to Langford, has the ball on her hip, bounce pass to the block, the shot is blocked by Aspen Freeman. Rebounded by Carolyn Olvera, numbers for Balko if they hurry. Cross-court pass to Gonzalez is in the game. Long outlet to Sawyer Stockton. Stockton hasn't thought about the jumper, decided not to, driving the baseline, shot off the glass, no good. This is crazy. Neither team can hit a shot in the early going. Malin Avila has it on the far side. Cross-court pass to the near side to Strain. Back to Avila on the far side. Over to Duffy. Duffy has the ball on the wing. Back to Avila again. Being guarded by Carolyn Olvera. Back to Duffy. Duffy over to the top of the key. To the near side. Macy Strain has it. Driving, utilizing the wide screen. Free throw line jumper is good. Basket good for Macy Strain, and it's 3-2. Favor Balko. 2:07 to go here in the quarter. Olvera calling the play as she walks it across the midcourt stripe. 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Olvera with it, passing it back to Freeman, Freeman to Gonzalez. Gonzalez wanted to get rid of it, nobody was looking. Well, Sawyer Stockton, long three-pointer, off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound, put back is no good, but a foul. Foul's going to be on Macy Strain. That'll be her first personal foul, second team foul. Caden Sager will be at the line to shoot 2 for Balko. Sager takes a couple dribbles, first free throws up, off the back iron and good. Sager's first point of the game. Haley White back into the game for Goodwell, as well as a player that we don't have a name for. Into the front court, Avila has his second free throw, is no good, 4-2 the score. Channing Duffy with it out the top of the key. 90 seconds to go here in the quarter. 4-2 the score. Pass goes to the Coffin corner. Long outlet back to Avila between the circles, being guarded by Olvera. Now down to the block, double team comes, pass over to the near side. Three-pointer for Goodwell is no good. Rebound by Aspen Freeman. Coming back the other way now are the Lady Bison. Olvera with the passing out of a double team over to Sager. Sager with it to Freeman. Aspen Freeman for three. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Langford. Coming back the other way now are the Eagles. Langford loses control of it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 58 seconds to go in the quarter. Balko 4, Goodwell 2. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma. It will be Goodwell basketball as Langford walks it up the court. Being guarded by Sager, passing over to Avila on the far side. 45 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Langford with it, driving the lane, pulls back, passes out to White, and Goodwell to reset. Down to Duffy on the block, turnaround jump over Gonzalez is no good, rebounded by Carolyn Olvera. Come back the other way, Balko wants to run. Into the front court is Olvera. She'll circle it back out. Now back to Caitlin Gonzalez between the circles. Loses control of it, gets it back to Olvera as Olvera's laughing because Gonzalez kind of took a really hard dribble. Over to Stockton. Stockton to Sager in the corner, being guarded by Hines. Has the ball. Dribbles into a double team and a traveling violation. So a turnover and Goodwell basketball. 15 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Driving into the front court now. Hadley Hines for three from the corner, and it's good. And Goodwell takes the lead, and Goodwell will lead after the end of the first quarter by a score of 5-4. We'll take a quick break. Balko Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma, where Goodwell leads Balko by a score of 5-4. Hadley Hines with 3 points and 2 for Macy Strain for Goodwell, 3 for Aspen Freeman, and 1 for Caden Sager for Balko. It's Goodwell basketball to start the second quarter. Langford with it, driving in on Trenum, has the ball, utilizing the Duffy screen, picks up her dribble shot over Works, is off the rim, no good, rebounded by Olvera, but she loses it. Picked up by Emily Trenum, a lot of contact, no call, coming back the other way now, Trenum with it. Into the front court, passing over to Freeman. Freeman to Stockton. Stockton finds Wirtz in the corner. 16-foot jumper is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Avila. Double team comes knocked out of bounds by Carolyn Olvera. Goodwell basketball. 7:29 to go here in the second quarter. 1 point lead for Goodwell and the ball. The offense just not clicking for Balko in the early going of this one, and they're going to need for that to change in a big way. Into the front court, Langford with it, being guarded by Trenum. Utilizes the white screen, it's a moving screen. So moving screen called on Haley White. That'll be her first personal foul, third team foul, Balko basketball. Over here looking to Coach Johnson for the play, has it now. In the front court, being guarded by Avila. Reversing course over to Stockton. Stockton between the circles, giving it off to Emily Trenum. Trenum being guarded by Duffy. And we have a pushing foul on Channing Duffy. That'll be her second personal foul. 14 fouls for Goodwell. Emery Gray and I can't see the other number. Macy Strain back in the game for Goodwell. Top of the key, Aspen Freeman with it, driving through it. Double team off the glass, no good, and a foul. That foul is going to be on Haley White, I believe. And if it is, that'll be her second. 23, 32. So the foul's going to be on Haley White. That'll be her second. Aspen Freeman at the line to shoot 2 for Balko. First free throw's up, off the back iron, no good. Haley White will have a seat, and Auburn Harland will check into the game for the Lady Eagles. Freeman takes a couple dribbles, spins the ball, free throws on the way, and good. So Aspen Freeman converts 1 of 2. She has 4 points. And we're tied at 5 with 6:47 to go here in the first half. Gracie Langford walking the ball up the court. Still with it, passing over to the corner on the near side. Back to Langford now, circling around top of the key. Trenum fighting around the screen, and we have a foul on Balko. It'll be on Emily Trenum. That'll be her second personal foul. 3 team fouls for Goodwell. Lady Eagle basketball inbounding on the far sideline. Avila with it. Inbound goes to Gray. Gray driving the baseline. Shot is blocked, but it goes in anyway. What a move by Emery Gray on that one. Her first points of the game. And Goodwell with a 2-point lead now, 7-5. Works with it, passing back now over to Stockton. Stockton for 3. Bang! 3-point basket good. Sawyer Stockton, her first points of the game, coming at a great time. And Balko regains the lead, 8-7. Avila with it now on the far, toward the far sideline, near the timeline, has the ball, giving it back now to Strain. Strain driving in on Stockton, ball's knocked away and stolen by Emily Trenum. Numbers back defensively for Goodwell. Trenum with it, over to Stockton for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Olvera, over to Wirtz. Wirtz to Stockton. She thought about it, driving through it, double team shots off the glass. No good, hard. Gets her own rebound, puts it on the floor, tie ball, possession arrow favors Goodwell. It'll be Lady Eagle. No, it's Balko basketball. I thought the possession arrow favored Goodwell. Auburn Harland will have a seat, and Haley White back in. Coach Taylor realizing that he needed some additional height on the floor. Olvera to inbound from the baseline. Long outlet goes to Emily Trenum. Trenum fakes the pass, takes the drive instead. Passing over to Olvera. Olvera passing over to Freeman. Freeman for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Maylee Wirtz. Over to Caden Sager. Sager with the ball. Has the ball. A lot of contact, no call. Picked up by Emery Gray. And that's going to be on Emily Trenum, and that's her third personal foul. Caden Sager's going to come back in the game. And Trenum's going to be done for a while. 5:19 to go here in the first half. A 1-point lead for Balko. Goodwell basketball. Langford walking the ball up the court. With the ball on the near side, giving it off to Macy Strain. Strain top of the key over to Avila. Avila crossover dribble being guarded by Olvera. Spin move in the paint. The floater is off the glass and good. Malin Avila with her first points of the game. It's a 1-point lead for Goodwell, 9-8. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Aspen Freeman has the ball, giving it off to Sawyer Stockton. Stockton to Sager. Sager driving in, has it at the high post, passes over to Maylee Wirtz. Wirtz with the ball hesitation dribble, Picks over to Caden Sager for three, off the front iron, no good, deflected out of bounds, off of Goodwell will be Balko basketball. Stepping into the game for the Lady Eagles will be Hadley Hines. And Macy Strain will have a seat. 4:42 to go here in the quarter. 9-8 your score favor Goodwell. Points coming at a premium and really going in this one. Over long outlet goes to Stockton. Giving it off to Sager. Sager driving in, passing back to Olvera. Olvera crossover dribble over to Wirtz. Wirtz for three. Bang! 3-point basket good. From Maylee Wirtz, her first points of the game. And it's a 2-point lead for Balko, 11-9. Into the front court, Gracie Langford with it, being guarded by Caden Sager. Utilizing the white screen. Bounce pass is stolen by Stockton. Coming back the other way. Numbers defensively for Goodwell. Stockton has the ball, trying to find an open patch over to Wirtz. Wirtz for three, no good. And that's going to be a foul on Aspen Freeman. For Freeman, that'll be her first personal foul. 5 team fouls for Balko, and it'll be Goodwell basketball. Coach Taylor imploring his team to play some defense. Halfway through the second quarter. Lady Bison with a 2-point lead, Goodwell basketball. These two teams are very familiar with each other. They're familiar opponents, and the players and the teams and the towns do not like each other. And so this could be very interesting. Especially if this game stays close and turns into a one-possession game. 3-pointer for Hines is off the back iron, no good. Rebound slapped out of bounds by Goodwell. It will be Balko basketball. 3:39 to go here in the first half. 2-point lead for Balko and the ball. Aspen Freeman inbounds to Olvera. Nobody really able to produce very much offensively so far in this game. And I don't think this is what we expected in this game. I think we expected the score to be quite a bit higher here. Aspen Freeman with it on the high post, giving it back to Wirtz. Wirtz loses control of it. Picks up her dribble, passes over to Sager. Sager to Stockton. Double team comes, takes a three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Avila. Come back the other way now with the Lady Eagles. Getting the play from Coach Taylor. Passing into the front court, Emery Gray has it on the far side. Gray over to Hines. Hines on the far side, passes down to the block. The turnaround jumper is no good. Offensive rebound. Shot is blocked again by Wirtz. Come back the other way now. Numbers for Balko. Stockton with it. Hesitation dribble. Shots off the glass and good for Sawyer Stockton. That's 5 for her. 4-point lead for Balko. 13-9. 2:43 to go here in the quarter. Avila has the ball, being guarded by Olvera. Bring it back out. Olvera guarding her. Giving it off to Hines. Hines dribbling around the perimeter. Now across the face. Back to the top of the key. Gray with it. Driving in. Bounce pass to Avila. 2:27 to go here in the quarter. Hines' shot is blocked by Stockton. And then knocked away by Stockton. Ball's loose on the floor. Possession arrow favors Goodwell. Will be Lady Eagle basketball. Subbing into the game for each team. Kaylin Gonzalez for Balko. Channing Duffy for Goodwell. And Auburn Harlan back in for Goodwell as well. As Haley White and Emery Gray will have a seat. Goodwell to inbound from the baseline. 2:22 to go here in the quarter. Gracie Langford driving in through a double team shot off the glass. Good. Nice move by Gracie Langford. Her first points. And it's 13-11 favor Balko. 2:08 to go here in the half. Olvera with it, driving in. The shot off the glass. Got a foul! Holy cow! Wow. That one, Malin Avila, her first foul. Very nice move by Carolyn Olvera. That was terrific. Olvera's first points of the game, now at the line to shoot a free throw to complete the 3-point play. It's on the way and good. So Olvera converts the 3-point play. She has 3, and Balko has their largest lead of the game at 5, 16-11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Langford brings it across the midcourt stripe. Crossover dribble, driving through a double team. Passing over to the near side to Hines, back to Avila. Avila to Duffy. Duffy between the circles, back to Harlan on the near side. Cross-court pass to Hines. Now over to Langford. Langford around the double team, driving into Gonzalez, and we have a foul on the shot. That's going to be on Kaylin Gonzalez. For Gonzalez, that'll be her first personal foul. 16 fouls. And at the line for Goodwell will be Gracie Langford to shoot 2. Langford's first free throw is on the way. Around the rim and good. One more free throw forthcoming for the 5'3" sophomore from Goodwell. Free throws on the way. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Aspen Freeman. Into the front court, Sawyer Stockton has it. Into a double team, she loses control. Out of bounds off of Kaden Sager, and it will be Goodwell basketball. 1:37 to go here in the first half. Macy Strain into the game as Auburn Harlan will have a seat. White checking back into the game, and Hines will have a seat. Malin Avila to inbound in front of the Goodwell bench with 1:37 to go here in the half. Inbound goes to Langford, back to Avila. Duffy with it now between the circles, giving it back to Avila. Passing off to Macy Strain. We have a double dribble violation. So turnover, it'll be Goodwell Balko basketball. 1:25 to go in the half. Stockton inbounds to Olvera, gets the play from Coach Johnson. 1:21 to go here in the first half. A 4-point lead for Balko. Sawyer Stockton with it now at the free throw line extended on the far side. Olvera now between the circles over to Freeman on the high post. And we have a foul on Malin Avila. It'll be her second personal foul. 17 fouls, and so Aspen Freeman will be at the line to shoot 1-1 for Balko. Freeman with 4 points so far in the game. Well, she's 1 of 2 from the foul line. Freeman spins it a couple times, free throws on the way and good. So Aspen Freeman earns a bonus free throw now. Second free throw is up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by White over to Duffy. 1:06 to go here in the first half. 5-point lead for Balko. Goodwell basketball. Gracie Langford into the front court. Utilizing the white screen, giving it off to Duffy. Duffy handing it off to Strain. Strain driving into the paint. Pass back to Avila. Is too tall, but recovered by Langford. Langford into the paint, passing out now. Three-pointer is off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Gonzalez. Coming back the other way now are the Lady Bison. 40 seconds to go here in the quarter. Olvera into the front court. I don't think Balko was intending on holding for the final shot, but they used a lot of time there just getting into the front court. Freeman over to Sager, wide open back to Olvera now. 23 seconds to go in the half. Olvera hesitation, dribble, passes back now to Freeman. Freeman to Stockton. Stockton top of the key back to Olvera. And now they're going to wait for the final shot. 15 seconds to go here in the half. A 5-point lead for Balko, 17-12. Free throw line jumper is blocked, no good. Come back the other way now with the Lady Eagles. Langford with it into the front court quickly, 2 seconds, 1 second, three-pointers hard off the glass, no good. And that's going to be the end of the first half with your score. Balko 17, Goodwell 12. An interesting first half to say the least. We'll be back in a few moments with the first half recap and third quarter action live from Fairview. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison lead the Goodwell Lady Eagles by a score of 17-12. For Goodwell, Gracie Langford and Hadley Hines with 3 points apiece, 2 each for Malin Avila, Emery Gray, and Macy Strain. For Balko, 5 apiece for Aspen Freeman and Sawyer Stockton, 3 apiece for Olvera and Wirtz, and then 1 for Caden Sager. That gets us to where we are right now, 17-12. A reminder that the winner of this game will face Kremlin Hillsdale on Monday at 1:30 here in Fairview for a chance to advance to the area tournament. And for one unfortunate team, the loser of this game will see their season come to an end. We're about 3 minutes to the start of the second half. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter live from Fairview, Oklahoma in the Echo Dome. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. No, mine's over here. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma. Where it's halftime, we're about to start the third quarter here. Balko leading Goodwell by a score of 17-12. It'll be Balko basketball to start the third quarter. Balko was still shooting around. Goodwell was ready to take the court to start the half. They're ready to take care of some business. Goodwell has their starting 5 out on the floor. Balko will most likely have their starting 5 also out on the floor, maybe. Emily Trenham had 3 fouls in the first half, so we don't know if she's going to be starting the third quarter or not. Again, we do want to thank everybody for listening to this broadcast of Balko Lady Bison basketball. So Emily Trenham is in, so it'll be the starting 5 for both teams. Trenham to inbound on the far side in front of the Goodwell fans. Inbound goes to Sawyer Stockton. It was a high inbound, almost threw it away. So Stockton recover, giving it over to Trenham. Trenham to Wirtz. Wirtz crossover dribble, driving into the paint, passing out of a double team. Trenham never got a good hold of the ball. Over to Aspen Freeman for 3. No good. Rebound picked up by Wirtz. Ball blocked out of bounds, and it's off of Maley Wirtz. So it'll be Goodwell basketball. 7:44 to go here in the third quarter. Good defense for Goodwell on that possession. Oh, they're going to say the ball wasn't even blocked. They're going to say that she spiked it out of bounds. Avila driving, gets trapped in the corner, giving it off to Langford. Langford utilizes the Duffy screen, passing back to Duffy. Duffy for 3. No good. Rebound goes to the corner, out of bounds, and it will be Balko basketball. Olvera to inbound in front of the Goodwell student section. Olvera walking across the midcourt stripe. Amoeba defense being employed by Goodwell. 3-pointer for Stockton's no good. Rebound loose on the floor, deflected out of bounds off of Balko. It'll be Goodwell basketball. Avila with it in the backcourt. Giving it off to Langford. Langford walking it across the midcourt stripe, being guarded loosely by Trenum, utilizing the white screen, driving in. Handing off to Avila on the near side, has the ball utilizing the Duffy screen. Thought about the three-pointer, opted not to take it. Good recovery defense there by Olvera. Top of the key now driving in is Langford. The floater over Trenum goes way to the top of the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Carolyn Olvera. Balko coming back the other way, 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Wirtz wide open three-pointer, bang! Three-point basket good, Maylee Wirtz. That's 6 points for her. And an 8-point lead for Balko at 20-12. Balko with their largest lead of the game now at 8 points. Langford getting the play from Coach Taylor. She walks it across the midcourt stripe. Goodwell going from right to left across your screen. Balko left to right. Crossover dribble by Macy Strain. Has the ball, giving it off to Avila. Avila driving in now on Olvera, passing out to Duffy. Duffy at the wing on the far side. Back to Avila, who loses control briefly but gets it back. Avila spin move on Olvera, passing back out to Duffy. Duffy with it, being guarded by Wirtz. A lot of congestion on that far side, and we have a foul. No, we have a timeout. 5:56 to go here in the third quarter. Balko 20, Goodwell 12. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma, and the Echo Dome, where Balko leads Goodwell 20-12. It'll be Goodwell basketball. 5:56 to go here in the third quarter. Goodwell inbounding underneath their basket. Malin Avila to do the inbounding honors for Goodwell. Long outlet top of the key, unguarded three-pointers off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Olvera. Balko wants to run, they have numbers. Olvera over to Trenum, loses control, picks it back up. A lot of contact and a foul call. And another tooth comes out on the same player. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is the second tooth Emory Gray has lost in this game. Balko to inbound from the baseline, but holy cow, the Tooth Fairy is going to be busy tonight. Olvera inbounds to Trenum. Trenum driving in, loses control of it, out of bounds, and it'll be Goodwell basketball. Ball went one way, Trenum went the other. It'll be a turnover. Goodwell basketball, 5:42 to go here in the third quarter. Avila inbounds to Langford. Slowly into the front court now is Gracie Langford, crossover dribble, giving it off to Malin Avila. Avila over to Strain. Strain has the ball, loses control, picked up by Trenum. A lot of contact on the floor. They're going to call a foul on Gracie Langford. It'll be her first personal foul. Just the second team foul of the half for Goodwell. And Balko basketball, 5:27 to go here in the third quarter. An 8-point lead for the Lady Bison and the basketball. Coach Taylor's standing in front of the inbounder. Coach Taylor for Goodwell was standing in front of the inbounder. She had to throw it over him. Olvera driving the lane. Layup is no good. She lost control of it. Loses control of it again. Stockton with it on the near side, giving it up to Olvera. Olvera creating space, and they're going to call a foul on Avila. For Avila, that'll be her third personal foul. 3 team fouls. Olvera to inbound from the baseline again. Long outlet to Sawyer Stockton. Balko hopefully to get some sort of semblance of offense going on this possession. Olvera utilizing the Wirtz screen pass back to Freeman. Freeman with the top of the key back to Wirtz. Wirtz driving the lane out of a double team to Olvera for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Aspen Freeman. Balko to reset. Stockton has it, driving in, and we have a foul. Foul's going to be on Hadley Hines, her first personal foul. 14 fouls. Cambry Mull into the game now for Goodwell. Over to inbound from the baseline. 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Long outlet goes to Trenum. Defender wasn't looking, otherwise they'd have had a good steal. Handing it off to Olvera. Olvera being guarded by Avila. Double team comes, handing it back off now to Trenum. Trenum to Stockton, over to Freeman for three. Bang! Three-point basket, good. For Aspen Freeman, that's 8 for her. And Balko now with a double-digit lead, 23-12. 4:30 to go here in the second quarter. Driving in is Langford, spin move in the pinch, and we have a carrying violation and a turnover. Balko basketball. Inbound goes to Olvera. Substitution set to come into the game. Official didn't see him, they now come in. Emily Trenum and Maylee Wirtz will have a seat. Caden Sager and Caitlin Gonzalez are into the game. So adding a little bit of physicality now are the Lady Bison. Apparently they're anticipating this game getting a little rough here in the next few minutes. Sawyer Stockton are walking across the midcourt stripe. 4:18 to go here in the third quarter. 11-point lead for the Lady Bison and the ball. Freeman has it at the top of the key. Back to the defender down, giving it off now to Sager. Sager over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Stockton. Stockton faking the shot. Takes a couple dribbles, passes off to Aspen Freeman. Freeman's floater is no good. Rebound by Caitlin Gonzalez over to Olvera. Olvera with it. Spin move in the paint. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Mull. Come back the other way now with the Lady Eagles. 3:55 to go here in the third quarter. 11-point lead for Balko and Goodwell has the basketball. Langford in the front court. Crossover dribble. Running into Stockton. No call either way. Coming back. Avila thought about the jumper. Opted not to take it. Giving back now. Long three-pointer. No good. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Aspen Freeman. Contact in the back court. No call. Giving it off to Carolyn Olvera. Balko's going to slow it down now. 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. 11-point lead for the Lady Bison and the basketball. Olvera getting the play from Coach Johnson. Driving into the paint. Dishes up to wide open Stockton for three. Bang! Three-point basket good. Sawyer Stockton. 8 points for Stockton. And it's a 14-point lead for Balko, 26-12. Down to the block, the turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Sawyer Stockton. Coach Johnson wants him to run. 3:05 to go here in the quarter. Into the front court, Stockton has it at the free throw line. Passing back out to Olvera for three. Bang! Three-point basket good. Carolyn Olvera. 6 points for Carolyn Olvera. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 2:57 to go here in the third quarter. Balko 29, Goodwell 12. Balko Lady Bison basketball continue in a moment. Welcome back to Fairview, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison are starting to pour it on the Goodwell Lady Eagles now. 29-12, 2:57 to go here in the third quarter. Goodwell has one timeout left for the remainder of the game. And we have almost 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Gracie Langford eyeing the play from Coach Taylor. She'll walk it across the midcourt stripe, being guarded loosely by Caden Sager. Crossover dribble, utilizing the wide screen, has the ball. Blast is knocked away. Loose on the floor, picked up by the Lady Eagles. Three-pointer is off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Gonzalez. Come back the other way now with the Lady Bison. Aspen Freeman with it in the front court, driving in. They're going to give her the whole lane. Driving in, the shot is no good, off the rim twice. Loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, picked up by the Lady Bison. Stockton over to Sager. Sager for three. Back to Carolyn Olvera. Balko's going to reset the offense. They thought about the three. Sawyer Stockton had a look at it, and she thought about it. The whole crowd stood up as if she was going to. Freeman, top of the key, has the ball, finds Olvera under the basket. Layup is good. 8 points for Carolyn Olvera. And it's a 31-12 lead for Balko. A 17-0 run for the Lady Bison. Avila three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Aspen Freeman. And the outlet is stolen. Come back the other way. Top of the key. Back over now to Hadley Hines, who's in the game. Hines to Avila. Avila top of the key. Has the ball being guarded by Carolyn Olvera. Hines passes it back now to Macy Strain. Strain handing it off now to Langford. Langford driving it through a double team shot off the glass and good. 5 points for Gracie Langford. 31-14, Balko. Goodwell's first points of the half. Olvera has the ball, giving it off now to Freeman. Freeman with it on the near side to Stockton. Stockton being guarded by Langford. Over to Sager to Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes the pass, driving in now. Has it at the elbow, giving it back to Olvera. Olvera crossover dribble through a double team, off her foot, gives it back to Stockton. Stockton driving in through 2 double teams. Loses control of it out of bounds, so say it was off of Goodwell. Auburn Harlan into the game for the Lady Eagles. And Channing Duffy coming in as well. Cambry Mull will have a seat. No, correction. Macy Strain will have a seat, and Haley White will have a seat. So Goodwell opted to go for a little bit of length here. 1:04 to go here in the quarter. Olvera to inbound, does so to Freeman. On the wing of the far side, has the ball, driving in, pass out of a double team over to Olvera. Olvera to Stockton, she thought about it. Gonzalez has a hesitation dribble, gives it back. Olvera for 3. Bang! 3-point basket good for Carol Olvera. It's an avalanche for Balko. A 20-point lead now, 34-14. Crossover dribble, giving it off to Avila, now top of the key as the ball being guarded by Olvera, dishing off to Hines. Hines driving into the lane, passing it back. Now the 16-foot jumpers off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Aspen Freeman. Coming back the other way now are the Lady Bison. 34-14. Wraparound dribble by Olvera into the front court, has the ball being guarded by Avila. Dishes off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Sager. Sager to Stockton. Stockton has the ball being guarded by Langford. 20 seconds to go in the half. Driving in now at the top of the key. Giving it back to Olvera. Olvera holds the ball high above her head. Balko's going to hold for the last shot. Olvera utilizes the Stockton screen, driving baseline, pass it back out to Stockton. Stockton for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Duffy. Coming back the other way now to the Lady Eagles. 3-quarter court shot is no good. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Balko 34, Goodwell 14. What a quarter for Balko. Balko Lady Bison basketball will continue in a moment. Welcome back to Scareview, Oklahoma. What a quarter that was for the Balko Lady Bison, outscoring Goodwell 17-2 in the quarter. Goodwell being led by Gracie Langford with 5 points, 3 for Hadley Hines, 2 apiece for Macy Strain, Emery Gray, and Malin Avila. For Balko, Carolyn Olvera with 11 points, 8 for Stockton, 6 for Maley Wertz, 8 for Aspen Freeman, 1 for Caden Sager. That gets us to where we are, 34-14. Goodwell to have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Inbound goes well into the backcourt. Gracie Langford with it, being guarded loosely by Emily Trenum. Driving in, spin move in the paint. Langford, the shot is up, blocked, and a foul. Foul's going to be, I think, on Aspen Freeman. No, it's going to be on Emily Trenum. That'll be her 4th. So Emily Trenum's got to be really careful here. First free throw's on the way. Off the front iron, no good. Second free throw up and good. So Gracie Langford converts 1 of 2. She has 6 points, and it's a 19-point lead for Balko and the basketball. Carolyn Olvera thought about the jumper, opted not to. Euro step through the double team, no good. Rebounded, and we have a traveling violation after the rebound. My thought on that is at that point, once they've gotten the rebound, just let it go because it was advantage Goodwell. But They called the travel, so it'll be a turnover. I guess officially for scorebook reasons they have to call it. It'll be Goodwell basketball now, 7:33 to go in the ball game. Into the front court. Langford free throw line jumper is up off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Maylee Wirtz. Wirtz wrestling it away from a couple of Lady Eagle players. Olvera with it now. She'll bring it across the timeline. Double team comes. Avila has it, dishing over to Aspen Freeman. Freeman thought about it, opted not to take it. Through the lane, the floater for Freeman is up and good. Aspen Freeman with 10 points. I'd say a quiet 10 points. You haven't really noticed her impact, and you look down and she's in double figures for Balko. Three-pointer is off the back iron, no good. Rebound picked up by Sawyer Stockton. Come back the other way now with the Lady Bison. A minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Balko with a 21-point lead and the ball. Their largest lead of the game. Reminder that the winner of this game will play Crumlin Hillsdale at 1:30 on Monday. The loser will see their season end tonight. Aspen Freeman for three. Bang! Three-point basket good. Aspen Freeman. 13 points for her. And it's 39-15. And it's a 22-3 run for Balko. Three-pointer for Avila, in and out, no good. Freeman with it, dribbles through a triple team. Passes up to Wirtz. Wirtz driving into the lane, out of the and she traveled with it. Or double dribble violation, rather. So it'll be a turnover. Goodwell basketball. Channing Duffy set to check into the game for the Lady Eagles. As does Macy Strain. 6:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Balko 39, Goodwell 15. Inbound goes to Gracie Langford. She'll bring it up the court for the Lady Eagles. Goodwell's offense in the second half has been stone cold quiet. Ball deflected away by Trenton, recovered by Langford. Langford crossover dribble, giving the ball back now to Strain. Strain driving in, passing up to Avila. Avila being guarded by Olvera at the top of the key. Backing her down, ball's deflected, picked up by Langford. The turnaround jumper for Langford is no good. Rebound, batted around, all sorts of contact. We have a loose ball foul called on. Call on Gracie Langford. That'll be her second personal foul. 5 team fouls and a half for Goodwell. Balko basketball inbounding on the far side. Auburn Harlan checking back into the game for the Lady Eagles. Into the front court. Carolyn Olvera with it, giving it off to Aspen Freeman. Freeman over to Wirtz between the circles, over to Olvera on the near side, finds Freeman cutting. Turnaround jumper over Duffy, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, also no good. Rebound loose, fought for, picked up by Harlan. Come back the other way now with the Lady Eagles. 5:35 to go in the ball game. A 24-point lead for Balko. Goodwell basketball. Gracie Langford walking it up the court. Will finally cross the midcourt stripe, utilizing the Duffy screen. Thought about it as she traveled. She thought about shooting while at the same time seeing an open player, and she went from shooting to passing and ended up traveling. So it'll be a turnover, Balko basketball. 5:20 to go here in the ball game. Emily Trenton was slashing toward the basket. They didn't see her. Wirtz has it, crossover dribble. Triple team comes, giving it off to Olvera. Olvera has the ball, driving in, passing back out to Wirtz. Wirtz loses it over to Stockton. Stockton between the circles, over to Freeman. Freeman back to Olvera, top of the key, driving in, passing out of a double team. Stockton for three. No good. Loose ball foul. That's easy for me to say. Loose ball foul is going to be called on Emily Trenham, and she's going to foul out of the ball game. So Emily Trenham will have a seat. Maylee Wirtz will come into the game. Excuse me, will check out of the game. Caden Sager and Caitlin Gonzalez will check in. Under 5 to play here in the ball game. 39-15 the score. Into the front court. Langford hasn't been guarded by Stockton. Over to Hines. Hines has the ball being guarded now by Olvera. Now top of the key. Cross-court pass to Harlan. Harlan shot is blocked and a foul by Sawyer Stockton. Gracie Langford will be at the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Sawyer Stockton, her second personal foul. Just the 13th foul of the half for Balko. Langford will be at the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Eagles. Langford's first free throw is up and good. Langford, the leading scorer on the night for Goodwell, with 7 so far. One more free throw forthcoming. It's on the way. Around the rim and good. Langford converts both. She's 4-4 from the line on the night. Has 8 points and is 39-17 favor Balko. Carolyn Olvera into the front court. Utilizes the Stockton screen. Passes back to Stockton now. Over to Freeman. Freeman driving in, dishing over to Sager. Sager thought about it, drives the lane anyway, passes back out to Freeman. Freeman thought about the jumper, decided not to, has the ball, picks it back up, and a tie ball. Possession arrow favors Balko. 4:19 to go here in the ball game. Carolyn Olvera to inbound on the baseline in front, underneath the Balko bench. Olvera with it, bounce pass to Freeman, back to Olvera. Olvera driving baseline, spin move underneath, and the shot is good. What a move by Carolyn Olvera, 13 points for her. And it's 39-17. Olvera now equal game-high honors with Aspen Freeman. Driving in now is Langford, passing over to Hines. Hines' three-pointer from the corner is good. That's her second of the game. 6 points for her, and it's 41-20. Past the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. Balko with a 21-point lead and the basketball. Driving in Sawyer Stockton over to Caden Sager. Sager, long three-pointer. Bang! Three-point basket good. Caden Sager. 4 points for her. And it's 44-20 favor of the Lady Bison. 3:35 to go here in the quarter. Into the front court, driving in, Macy Strain has the ball, giving it up to Hines. Hines, top of the key, passing it over now to Strain again. Back to Hines, over to the near side. Strain back to Hines. Pass is blocked by Gonzalez. Picked back up by Hines. Utilizing the Mull screen. Harlan has it. Ball's knocked away by Olvera. Picked up by Goodwell still. Top of the key, the 16-foot jumper by Mull. Barely draws iron. It's deflected and saved by Goodwell. And a foul near the bench. Players kind of taking an ugly spill on that one. I hope everyone's okay. I think that's going to be on Caitlin Gonzalez. That'll be her second personal foul. So 2 fouls on Gonzalez, 14 fouls. Goodwell to inbound in front of their bench. They do so to Harlan. Harlan giving it back off to Langford, driving the lane, and we have a blocking foul on Sawyer Stockton. That'll be her third foul. 5 team fouls now for Balko. 5 as well for Goodwell. Lady Eagles to inbound underneath their basket. Langford gets the ball on the wing, giving it back now to the top of the key. Macy Strain with it. Over to Mull. Mull to Harlan on the far side. Back to the top of the key, over to the near side now. Macy Strain with it. Thought about the shot, opted not to take it. Passes, gets it back. 2:42 to go here in the ball game. And they're running time, and the ball's stolen by Freeman. Freeman just picked her pocket. And a carrying violation by Aspen Freeman. One official signaled carrying, the other official looked like, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Into the game now, Haley White, as Cambry Mull will have a seat for the Lady Eagles. Marilyn Avila in, and Auburn Harlan will have a seat. Inbound goes to Langford in the backcourt. 2.5 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Reminder that the winner of today's game will face Kremlin Hillsdale on Monday at 1:30. Long three-pointer is good. For Macy Strain, that's 5 for her. And it's 44-23 with 2:18 to go here in the ballgame. Olvera passes over to Stockton. She thought about it. She really did think about it. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Sager. Sager to Olvera. Olvera thought about it as well. Being guarded by Avila. Spin move in the paint. Passes back out to Sager. Sager has it driving in. Too tall for Aspen Freeman. And it's an over and back violation. And you got to throw the ball really high to be too tall for Aspen Freeman. Aspen Freeman is a tall girl. So it'll be a turnover. Goodwell basketball. 2 minutes exactly to go in the ballgame. Langford with it. She'll walk it across the midcourt stripe. Crossover dribble. Driving in on Sager. The floater's off the glass and good by Gracie Langford. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 1:52 to go here in the ballgame. Balko 44. Goodwell 25. Balko Lady Bison basketball. Continue in a moment. Welcome back to the Echo Dome here in Fairview, Oklahoma, where the Balko Lady Bison lead Goodwell 44-25. Goodwell's just used their last timeout. Inbound goes to Sawyer Stockton, giving it back to Aspen Freeman. Freeman in the backcourt, full court press being employed by Goodwell for the first time today. Stockton will bring it into the front court, has the ball, giving it off now to Carolyn O'Vara on the far side. O'Vara's bringing it back, bringing it around, and they're going to run all the clock in the world at this point. Freeman now with it, spin move top of the key over to Carolyn O'Vara. Being guarded by Avila, O'Vara loses it in a double team, ball loose on the floor. Possession arrow favors Goodwell, would be Lady Eagle basketball. So another turnover for Balko. Some sloppy play here in the last couple minutes, although the game is fairly well decided at this point. Tanya Alvarez checking into the game for Goodwell. As Hadley Hines will have a seat. Also checking in, Sadie Garrison and Channing Duffy. For Haley White and Macy Strain. So they're going to allow their younger players a chance to get into this game, which is always a good idea. In a game like this, get them some playoff game exposure, get them into this environment, and let them see what it feels like, because this Goodwell team, y'all, is going to be here for a long time. They're a good team. They're a young team. Three-pointer is good for Malin Avila. That's 5 points for her, and it's 44-28. O'Vara has it in the backcourt, passes up to Stockton. Stockton driving the lane, dishes out now to Caden Sager for three, misses everything. Gonzalez is just going to let it go. It'll be a turnover and Goodwell basketball. Haley Pearson's going to check into the game for Balko, and Caden Sager is going to have a seat. A minute exactly to go here in the ball game. So Balko will be back in action on Monday at 1:30 as they take on Kremlin Hillsdale. Goodwell is going to see their season end this evening, and it's not a season to hang their head about at all. Duffy dribbles the ball off her hand, and it's stolen by Stockton, giving it back over to Carolyn O'Vara. 3-on-1 for Balko. Haley Pearson ahead of everyone. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebound by Carolyn Gonzalez. Heavy pressure. Loses control. Picked up by Duffy. Coming back the other way now. 37 seconds to go in the ball game. Gracie Langford with it. Across the midcourt stripe, being guarded by O'Vara. Crossover dribble, driving into the paint. Free throw line jumper is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Sawyer Stockton. Stockton being pressured in the backcourt. We have a foul. Foul's going to be on Sadie Garrison, her first personal foul. 16 fouls. So Balko basketball inbounding from the baseline. Stockton looking to inbound, can't find anyone, finally does get it to O'Vara. 23 seconds to go here in the ballgame. O'Vara double team comes, gives it off to Stockton. I'd be highly surprised if Balko takes another shot in this game. Over to Carolyn O'Vara. O'Vara has the ball now at the Yellow Jacket logo. Goodwell fans come to their, the Balko fans come to their feet. Sawyer Stockton will just dribble it out, and that's going to be the ballgame. With your final score, Balko 44, Goodwell 28. In a game that wasn't even as close as that. Balko dominated this game from the end of the first quarter all the way throughout. So Balko will be back in action at 1:30 on Monday against Kremlin Hillsdale here in Fairview. Until next time, this is David Vaughn reminding you that no amount of success can compensate for failure in the home. Make sure that you let your family know each and every day just how much you love them. Until next time, take care and God bless.